White House advisor and first daughter Ivanka Trump traveled Thursday to Colorado to celebrate the impending passage of what she called the most far-reaching conservation legislation in more than 100 years. Ivanka spoke in Denver alongside Secretary of the Interior David Bernhardt hours after the Senate passed the Great American Outdoors Act, which allocates funding to creating and preserving America's parks. Ivanka Trump said, "With so many people who are suffering confined to their homes having to social distance, there's never been a more important time to celebrate and value and cherish our national parks and our recreational facilities that are open to all and bring joy to tens of millions of people throughout any given year." She also added, "So it is especially timely that in light of Corona we were able to sign the farthest-reaching conservation legislation that this country's had since Theodore Roosevelt over 100 years ago created our national parks system." President Trump also took to Twitter to announce his support for the bill, which is on the way to his desk for signing. He tweeted, "We must protect our national parks for our children and grandchildren. I am calling on the House to pass the Great American Outdoors Act today. Thanks Cory Gardner and Steve Daines for all your work on this historic bill." President Donald Trump canceled the GOP's plans to host a convention in Jacksonville, Florida on Thursday, saying the safety of Americans was his priority. Trump had moved the rally portion of the Republican Party's convention from North Carolina to Florida earlier this year, after Democratic North Carolina Governor Roy Cooper refused to allow the rally to take place in his state without concessions to social distancing. Florida was going to allow the rally to take place, but the administration has now seen fit to cancel it, Trump announced at a Thursday press briefing. The typical events of a convention will reportedly still take place in North Carolina, but large groups will not be present. The Democratic Party had previously scaled back the rally portion of their convention in Wisconsin. Democratic National Committee Chair Tom Perez said in a statement at the time, "Leadership means being able to adapt to any situation. That's exactly what we've done with our convention. Unlike this president, Joe Biden and Democrats are committed to protecting the health and safety of the American people." Republican Kentucky Senator Rand Paul called for the New York State Legislature to impeach Democratic New York Governor Andrew Cuomo. Paul said on a Fox News podcast Wednesday, "New York had a lockdown and had 30,000 people die. New York had the worst death rate of any place in the world amidst a lockdown. I think Governor Cuomo should be impeached, for what he did, for the disastrous decision he made to send patients with corona patients back to nursing homes." According to the New York Times, Paul has been a frequent critic of the U.S. response to the corona pandemic, including states' decisions to lock down. New York has the most corona deaths in the country, with over 32,000 reported deaths. Paul added, "Terrible public health policy decisions were made and, I think, in the end, none of these policies have probably been good for our economy or actually good in containing the virus." Cuomo has also come under fire for his initial policy, which mandated that nursing homes accept elderly corona patients. New York has reported over 6,000 corona-related deaths in nursing homes, which the governor has blamed on President Donald Trump and the federal government. Cuomo told MSNBC in June, "Yes, we had more people die in nursing homes than anywhere else, because we had more people die. Because the federal government missed the boat and never told us that this virus was coming from Europe and not from China."